Hey guys, this is gonna be a little bit different of a video than what you're used to. First of all, it's a handheld camera because I forgot my tripod at home. And second, as you can possibly see, I am in a hotel room. I'm up at Niagara Falls with my mother. We each have our own rooms, so I'm in mine shooting a video and she's in hers giggling at a book she's reading because I heard her giggle a second ago and it was kind of funny. Another reason this video is a little bit different is I really have nothing prepared. I've been doing a lot of traveling lately, as I'm sure you know if you've been following my vlog channel, and if you haven't, pause this video and go do that right now because you need to do that because the vlogs have been really fun and they're going to be even more fun because I have a lot of trips planned and I just took a trip to Florida with Derek and then this trip will be on the vlog and I'll actually be coming back up here to Niagara Falls with Derek's brother because he's never been up here, so we have that planned, and we're also going to Toronto, and then I'm also going back to Springfield, well, Kansas City. I'm going back to Missouri here in July to visit Kevin, actually. So you guys will get to see him again. I'm getting a tattoo from Ryan as well. I've got a lot of traveling, a lot of things planned. So basically that's what kind of sparked this wanting to make a video thing right now in my hotel room. Life's too short. Like society teaches us, you know, we have to graduate from high school, go to college, get a job, get married, have a child, get retirement, move to Miami, and live with a bunch of old people in a community somewhere while our kids never talk to us again. And that's life. Well, I've always disagreed with that, and I've made similar points in other videos in the past, as I'm sure you'll remember, but for those of you who are new to my channel, this will be fresh material. And for those of you who remember previous videos like this, it's not exactly the same thing. It's more of a, not so much, you know, what to do with your life, or don't let other people tell you what to do with your life type of thing, is life's too short to fuck around, be spontaneous, make the most of every day, and if you don't have the energy to make the most of every day, at least do something that's noteworthy in life at least every week. I know a lot of you are like, well, I have these jobs, or I have kids, or I have these other obligations, or I don't have enough money. Well, it doesn't have to be anything huge. I mean, I don't have a lot of money. I mean, no, I don't have a 9-to-5 job or children, you know, holding me back from all these travels and adventures and whatnot. But there are still things that you can do. I mean, and it's really not about the money either. Like, you can always go and find something to do relatively cheap. Like Mom and I, if you watch the vlog for today, which will be up a little bit after this video actually, we didn't do anything that really cost any money. Like, we drove up here, of course that used gas, but we didn't like go to any museums, you know, we didn't ride on a Maid of the Mist or do any of the tourist attractions or whatever. We basically just kind of walked around and we had a couple of meals, walked through the gardens, went down to see the falls, just had conversations and enjoyed each other's company in a really cool atmosphere. And as for the hotel rooms, we found really cheap hotel rooms actually on Expedia, and we were gonna just book one because it was only 45 bucks, and she's like, well, to get two because I snore. Which is true, she does snore and I can't sleep through it. Plus it's cool to have my own room anyhow. It's not about what you do necessarily, it's about the attitude that you bring to what you do. I mean, even just something as small as like breaking your routine to, I don't know, finger paint, or draw something on a sidewalk in chalk, or just like take a walk to one end of your town and walk back and discover what you might not notice while you're driving on foot. You know, because when you walk, you have a different perspective of things. I notice that whenever I walk around places that I normally drive. You know, you go slower, you take in more, you're able to actually like focus and pay attention, and you see things that you don't normally see when you're driving. Like, wow, I never noticed that shop there before. You might go in, look around, you don't have to buy anything. You can just check it out, you know? And meeting people, like, you can meet people and you don't have to make new lifelong friends or anything, but it's cool to just chat with random people and interact with humanity. I mean, people don't really seem to do that anymore since the invention of like social networking and really any kind of technology. People tend to walk around like this all the time. It's like, look up from your damn phone and interact with another human being. It's actually quite nice. It leaves you feeling oddly pleasant. I'm not really sure the psychology behind that, but I don't know, human interaction is pretty cool. It's kind of an important part of life. So I just kind of wanted to inject you guys with some positivity, share with you my thoughts here before I go to sleep, because I am so tired. But I'm having a lot of fun. Like, we're not really doing much. It was just nice to get away, you know, with my mom and go on a little trip and just kind of hang out up here, you know? I encourage you guys to turn off the TV, turn off YouTube, after you're done with this video, of course, and get up, go outside, and find something to do. Do something, you know, make a new friend, read a new book, go on a walk, go on an adventure, explore your nearby woods, explore a new shop, you know, eat in a new restaurant, just something that just makes you go, I'm glad I did that. Just make a nice little story for yourself, you know? Like, every experience you can remember from a story. If it's mediocre, you don't really remember it. There's no story to tell. It's like, oh yeah, so you remember that one time the family went to Disney World on the cruise and we had an all-expense paid trip by the travel line and we stayed in a 5-star hotel. No one remembers that kind of crap. I mean, maybe you do, but that's not the kind of stuff you sit around and tell stories about. It's like, dude, remember that one time we went to Pittsburgh and we stayed in that really crappy motel? Oh my god, and we thought that we were gonna die. Remember, like, the lock didn't even work and the lamp didn't even have a light bulb, and like there was like a cockroach and the bathtub was gross, and then we went down to that Chinese place and we thought we were gonna, like, you know, get food poisoning or whatever. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you talk about. It doesn't sound pleasant at the time, but you remember that stuff. It sticks with you. So my thing is always, if it sucks, so what? It makes for a great story. So don't discredit crappy things that happen to you. I mean, of course, there are shitty things, like, that you don't really want to remember, like, I mean, like death, or like maybe losing your job, things like that. Of course, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about experiences that you have. Like, just because your wedding day doesn't go so well, or your vacation doesn't go so well, or your birthday party doesn't go so well, hey, you're gonna remember that, and you're gonna talk about it, and just enjoy the experience. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's all in the attitude you bring to it. Like I said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it, and the attitude that you bring to it, and what you take from it, and what you talk about later. I hope this garbled, jumbled, non-scripted nonsense made sense. I just thought it was time for a shot in the arm of positivity. And once again, if you guys haven't subscribed to my vlog channel, please check it out, because all these trips are going to be vlogged, and it's going to be so much fun. You guys are going to get to see Kevin again. You're going to see me get 3 more tattoos in the next 3 months. That should be a fun time. And if for some reason you can't get out and have your own adventures, you can at least observe mine, and that might be fun too. I hope you guys can get out and have your own adventures, and hell, make a video blog of your own. It's fun, even if you don't put it on the internet. Just make it so that you can remember it and have it to remember the memories. You know, take a page out of my book and just video it, edit it together, and then you have a nice little home movie that you can watch later that isn't tedious and annoying. And you just had it for yourself, even if you don't put it on the internet. It's just a tip. So I'm gonna go now because I'm tired. I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna read my book, and I'm gonna go to sleep because we're going to St. Catharines tomorrow. And I know I'm supposed to do Patreon shoutouts at the end of the video, but I didn't look at who I'm supposed to do that all with, so I'll just say the ones that I can remember off the top of my head at the moment and get that out of the way. Shout out to Brianna. She deserves one after her many donations, and she's awesome, by the way. Shout out to Danielle. She also gets one after her very nice contributions to me as well. And a shout out to Roy. Thank you for all of your donations as well. And again, I know there's more, but I can't think of him at the moment, and I'm sorry. You guys will be in the next video, I promise. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.